We are coming towards the end of yet another long week, and I need to make some dinner. Now, we're all busy people, and as teachers especially at the moment, life is pretty hectic. We're getting into the summer term. We've only got about 8 to 10 more weeks left of learning, and things just get busy. And so when I get home, I often don't have much time in the evenings, and therefore I want quick, easy, tasty, and healthy ways of eating my dinner, getting food in, prepping lunch, and so on. And that's where this bad boy comes in. This right here is my new Russell Hobbs slow cooker. And in this video, I am gonna review it. Now, this slow cooker was a gift. It was a gift from Christmas from my parents. I know that probably shows my age, getting a slow cooker as a gift, but I really wanted one. It's the kind of thing that I can prepare food in. I can make curries and all sorts of things in advance. This one has lots of extra settings as well. So there are fry settings, boil settings, you can cook rice in it. You can do lots of different things with it. And for me, because I'm busy, I work all during the day. Sometimes I then go and play golf or go to the gym after school or socialize. I often don't have that much time to get home in the evening and cook comfortably and have time to eat and do all the other things I want to do. So having a slow cooker means that I can throw food in there either just before bed or in the morning. It will do its job. It will cook me a delicious meal. I don't have to worry about it. And then when I get home and I actually want to eat, I have food ready. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through what I like about this machine. Specifically, it's a Russell Hobbs. I'm going to prepare myself some dinner, which I will prepare ready for tomorrow. And I will talk a little bit about what I have experienced about it so far, usability, and so on. Without further ado, let's get cooking. Okay, we have all of the raw ingredients prepared. I'm ready to go into there. Now, with a lot of slow cookers, there is certain preparation that you need to do that you don't need to do with this one. A lot of them, you need to pre-cook your meats and things like that. Obviously, if you're not cooking with meat, then you don't need to worry about this part of the video. But if you are cooking with meat, a lot of them require you to pre-cook certain meats to make sure that it is tender enough and it's cooked effectively. This you don't. I can put all of my raw ingredients straight into the pot and it will cook to perfection. So if I turn it on, this little screen here will flash up, and you then have your options around the outside. You've got temperature control, you've got little dials here that allow you to go up and down, you've got slow and you've got hot or cool and hot. You've then got pots, you've got steamer functions and settings, you've got rice, boil, you've got fry, you've got roast. There's a timer on here, there's an oven setting, all kinds of different settings that go on. Now, the pot itself, if we open up the lid, is very, very spacious. It has a nice deep base, so you can put a whole chicken in there, for instance. In fact, you might even be able to get a goose in there. It is pretty big. Well, maybe not a goose, but you can fit a lot of food in here. I would say that you could easily prepare a meal for 4 with leftovers in this bowl, based on the size of it. Now, I've mostly only used this for curries and things like that, big dishes, saucy dishes. So I fill it up with the stock, the raw ingredients, everything I need for that dish goes in here. I fill it up, I pop the lid on, and I just leave it. Now, when I first tried this and I wanted to make the meat that I used, I think I cooked some beef, I wanted to make it really tender. I put it on a slow, on a cool heat, and it had like a timer of like 8 hours or something. So I left it in the evening time, similar to now, 7 p.m. And then by the time I woke up, I was expecting it to have been cooked to perfection. Unfortunately, it wasn't, and I knew that I had to leave it for even longer. So what I would personally recommend, if you're wanting a dinner to be ready by the time you get home from work, or, as I said, if you want it to be done overnight, is to put it on the hottest setting, okay? And then put it on for 4, 5, or 6 hours, and in that time, on the hot setting, it will be delicious. So let's take my ingredients, the chicken and a little bit of the onion and stuff, pop those in there, veggies, in they go. scrape off the last little bits. Now I've got those bits in there, all I need to do is add things like my tomato sauce, any water that I want to add to it or stock, any seasonings, and then I'll be good to go. I need you. Seasonings in water. Time to stir. Perfect. So now that all of my ingredients are in there, I am ready to place my lid on and choose my settings. Now, as I said, I personally want to go for this. It says 4 hours. If I want to make it 5, I can do so by changing the minutes on here. And then I just hit go. And now it has started. So I'm going to put it on for 4 hours because it's 7:30 and I'd quite like to make sure that I've checked it before I go to sleep. Now, once your food has finished on the timer, like I said, mine is 4 hours, what the machine will do is it will go into automatic sort of like warming mode, and it does that for a little period of time before it turns off. So if, for instance, that you're out during the day and you've left your food on the side and the timer finishes, you don't need to worry because it will keep your food warm, it will keep it safe. You don't have to worry about your food going cold on the side in your kitchen and leaving it to go bad. So yeah, let's wait 4 hours and then see how it's doing. So we're 2 hours in and it is cooking nicely. Let's give it a stir. Oh, look at that, delicious. Another 2 hours to go and then it will be done. So it is the following day of when I filmed that last little bit of video. I went to bed, I checked it in the morning, it was looking good, and I left it on the side to stew for a little bit. What I did do this morning, however, is I added a little bit of rice to it, and I decided that I was going to cook the sauce and the rice together whilst I was at work. And I have come back, and it is ready, and it looks and smells amazing. So, here is the finished product. Ooh, how does it taste? Perfect. Now, I don't always add rice into the slow cooker with the curry, but this morning I was like, I know I'm going to be getting back late. It was a full-on day at work today. So if I stick the rice in there as well, it means that all I need to do is get a bowl or a plate for myself and the entire curry and the rice is cooked. And it tastes amazing. So good. Now, you can store this as it is. Obviously, it is a very big pot. So if you were to store this in your refrigerator, you would need a big space. What I'm going to do is I'm going to box this up into some Tupperware, some of which I'll freeze for later meals, some of which I'll have for dinner this evening, and I will spread it out. So I'll take some for lunch for work tomorrow. And then it is time to clear it out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some in a plate. I'm going to have my dinner now. And then I will talk to you about the cleaning procedure, how it all comes apart, and finish this video off. But, oh, so good. So impressed. Oh, curry. So now that I have finished eating and I have packed up the rest of the food, frozen it and stuck it in the fridge ready for tomorrow, I now need to clean the slow cooker. Now, the base here, this actually is fully removable, and then the rest of the pot and the frame at the bottom can be washed. Let me show you. So, all I need to do is pull this screen at the bottom, and then I can lift the base off. If I remove the wooden spoon, you can see that I've got this here. I've got the big wooden plastic frame at the bottom. You can see the heating element as well, and this is where it connects in. This is now good and ready to go in the sink and be washed. And what I'm left with is the panel at the bottom that can be wiped down and stored somewhere. Or if you're like me, you leave it out on the side. So far, I have pretty much only shared positive comments on this Russell Hobbs slow cooker. But I want this to be a fair and even review. Now, personally, I absolutely love this machine. I'm trying not to be biased when I say that. I find it really useful. This evening has been a prime example. I've come back from work and a delicious meal is ready for me. And I don't really had to spend much time over it except for the initial preparation. The only downside I would say is the size. Now, it depends on how big your family is, the size of it that you need. Now, for me, I like the fact that I can create a nice big meal. The only annoying thing is because all of the base and everything is attached to the metal, to the actual container, you do have to clean the whole base as well as cleaning the bit that you need to clean. What I would rather is if you were able to just pull out the metal thing rather than having to clean this. It just means you need a big sink. Or you can go and wash it in the garden or something, I guess. I don't know. But other than that, it's great. It is a non-stick inside, so I would recommend only using sort of rubberized or plastic utensils. I wouldn't go in there with some metal or a knife, for instance. So it does make it super easy to clean, and it is actually really neat and tidy. So spot on. That is my review of this Russell Hobbs slow cooker. Saves me loads of time, and that is pretty much the main reason why I have done this review. My standard channel, I've done a few reviews in the past. I've done a review of my watch and a few other things, but my main channel is based around teaching and is based around lifestyle things, travel vlogs, etc. This, as a teacher and as someone who is busy, it just saves me so much time. It creates delicious meals. It allows me to stay track of my food and not order so much. So yeah, I would highly recommend getting one. They're on Amazon. They're a very affordable price. I will put links and dimensions and things like that below. But yeah, very much appreciate having this in my life, and I recommend it. Right, I am going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. And like I say, I would definitely recommend this. Great value for money. Creates fantastic meals. And if I haven't already said it, it's great. So I will see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for checking back in with me. And I will see you later. Peace out.